You shouldn't be parked there. By rights, I should lock you in for the night.
Look, I won't be a minute.
You're very quiet.
Yeah, been thinking. You've been a bit pensive recently.
Well, oh, I don't know, George. I really like what we're doing, but there's a great big world out there. Don't you say get married and have kids, or I will throw this computer at you.
Lot to be said for marriage, Lucy. There's a lot to be said for kids.
You realise that is the 4th time you've mentioned kids and marriage in the last week. You getting broody, George? George?
Did you know that James II designed a clock movement that was later used by Stephenson as the basis for the first steam engine?
No, he did not.
Well, he might have done.
The subject was marriage, George. How come you never took the plunge?
Oh, there was a time when I thought, kids would be a wonderful idea, but there's not much cop on a DC's pay. Wedded to the bleeding job.
Plus, presumably, you'd need a wife.
Oh, I had one of those.
Can I help you?
I'm, George Bulman.
Well, there's a bleeding coincidence. So am I.
Sorry, I mean, George Bulman, that's who I'm here for.
Yes, I am he.
Ah, I understand you're something of a detective.
Yes, and I would say that you are a member of the professional classes. Probably, yes, an accountant. You enjoy a glass of dry sherry, you play golf, and your route from home to work takes you along a towpath, so you probably live near the Thames, Putney Reach, eh? Ah, am I right?
Well, actually, I'm not an accountant. Well, I never touch sherry. Claret's my tipple, or a good Scotch. I hate golf, and I live in Fulham.
Yes, but you have a good memory. And unless I'm mistaken, a serious problem. Do you like egg banjos? You looked everywhere.
Everywhere.
Asked everyone.
Well, I asked the staff.
What do you do, not being an accountant?
MOD.
Oh, I see. And you not reported it because you should not have had whatever is inside it, and you would be well and truly in the mire. What branch of MOD?
It's in the planning department.
And what's in the briefcase?
I'd rather not say.
If it was to fall into the wrong hands, what then?
I'm finished.
What grade are you?
Quite senior.
Well, what do you want me to do?
find it.
How?
We'll say it's been stolen. I mean, that's what I think. By an ordinary thief. We know your way around. Or handed into the police by some public-spirited citizen.
Right, 24 hours, then I'll have to notify the branch. The loss of such stuff could cause, quote, grave damage to the nation, unquote. Right, what's your name then?
Sinner.
Hey?
Spelt C-Z. Julian Anthony.
£3.60 to you, Golf.
As part of your expenses.
Typical bloody civil servant. Keep the change.
Oi, that's a bleating Turkish coin.
Yes. Save it for your holidays. Right, now, always start with the basics. You and Lucy go inside and sat where you sat if you can. And try and remember, you know, who else was there when you were there, who else was in the booth, you know.
Where will you be?
Well, just sniffing around.
Right. Downstairs.
I suppose he was out about a minute. 2, 3 minutes at the outside.
Who's that in the blue escort?
Couple of women. Solicitors by the look of them. Or reporters.
Oh, 3 minutes, eh? Right.
George, Julian remembers a young couple who were gone when he came back.
Describe them.
It's difficult. A young girl, aged about 20, dark hair.
And the fella?
Tall, darkish.
What were they wearing?
Sorry, I wasn't paying much attention.
Did you check out the staff?
Nothing's been handed in.
Look, I'd better get back to work. I pleaded sudden violent toothache this morning.
Oh, fine. Well, we'll press on, but I don't hold out much hope.
Thanks. Both of you.
There goes a worried man.
If I was him, I'd be in a cold, ruddy sweat.
We better check him out. Who should I use?
Oh, straight job, somebody with branch connections, you know, somebody who can keep stum. Otherwise, matey, really would be in the mire. Oh, I'm sorry, I must be getting senile. I thought I saw somebody I knew.
That's not impossible. This is hardly foreign territory.
Somebody who's dead and buried, Lucy. We were both at his funeral.
Creepy.
Yeah. Also, a dark-haired girl about 22 or 3. Did you get his check?
Of course.
Well, suss out his bank account, will you? I've got a few things to do. Can I help you?
Toda Rabba, it's Rose.
Shalom, Rose. How'd it go?
He's got a couple helping to look for it.
British security?
Who knows?
Well, you can tell if it's Ministry of Defence or Security or Five or what. Now, come on, Rose. This isn't a vacation.
They're quite good. One of them followed me.
Followed you here?
I shook him off in Harrods. Changed 3 subway trains, took a taxi, in and out of several stores. He was quite good. But he's gone now. All right.
You're a good operator. I apologise.
That's okay. Forget it. We have to be careful.
What a dross this turned out to be. But at least we've got him sweating.
It took 14 months. The man's meticulous. 14 months surveillance. For one mistake.
Lieutenant, patience is a virtue.
Can I help?
No, just browsing. Would this by any chance be an Horatio Lawson?
That is a Philip Turpin.
Any relation to the famous Richard?
Richard Turpin. Did he paint in the Florentine school?
No, he rode a horse named Black Bess.
Oh, you naughty man. Why, he was a jockey.
Now, why would a couple of painters use a taxi? Unless, of course, their van's been wheel clamped. But I was at your bleeding funeral.
Come on, George. I expect you could do with a real large Scotch.
Expecting a siege, are you?
Winnie had this built, you know. That stuff under Whitehall was considered insecure.
Winston Churchill, eh?
Winston Spencer Churchill. Yeah. Now, the quack says I'm to cut this out. Well, maybe next week. Maybe next week, George. Right?
Look, I'm.
Bottoms up.
Or, should I say muzzle tough?
Didn't take you long.
It's written all over the girl. The whole organisation, that travel... Bill, I was at your bleeding funeral.
Death, dear boy, is an attitude of mind.
We were bound to bump into each other.
Well, you see, I've been abroad since you so touchingly laid that first bunch of flowers on my coffin. The first of 3 visits. You know, I really was most touched.
Sod you, Clarence. What is the ruddy SP? Now, come on.
There were valid reasons, George. George, I didn't know you'd been married.
Of course you did, and you've been here wigging my premises. Have you got a warrant for that?
People who don't exist have no need of warrants. Now, this Mossad game against Sinner, it's been running for 14 months now. Do you want to play?
Hang on a minute. Wait a minute. Are you saying, take the fact that I thought William Clarence Dugdale had been murdered by being thrown down an elevator shaft? Are you saying put all that in a box to be opened later?
Perhaps never.
And contemplate helping you people?
In a nutshell.
Cash up front.
Really, George? Where is your sense of patriotism?
My rate's up 500 a day, plus expenses.
Yes. Well, Zinner is being set up for a sting. They plan to burn him and turn him, as our cousin so quaintly put it.
Thanks. He is in planning, is he?
Oh, yes. War plans, nuclear plans, anti-terrorist plans, armaments plans. Oh, our Julian is fairly well placed. Israel long ago twigged that intelligence is a commodity, like coffee or aluminium. And as you know, we've all been pinching it off each other for years. And the Mossad market it regularly in Vienna, helps with their economy.
Doesn't that make them less than honest?
Well, they usually give us a chance to buy back. Now, George, if said marketable commodity was controlled by us...
It will enable you to mislead your enemies.
Our enemies, dear boy. Our enemies.
Into believing whatever we want them to believe. All right. Our enemies.
And our friends, dear boy. And our friends. And that is the role of my non-existent department. I control the planting of stooges into the ever-eager hands of foreign agencies.
Which is why you haven't warned Sinner.
Ah, well, Sinner, I'm afraid to say, is an ideal, if unwitting, pawn in this great game.
You're more of a bloody menace dead than you ever were alive.
Well, as far as Special Branch know, he's got no link with the funny people.
Thanks, Matt. You're a sport.
Sinner's in a sensitive office. You're obliged to info us if anything he does seems a little bit, you know, dodgy.
I will. Cub's honour.
You free on Thursday?
Matt, I thought we agreed to be adult about all that.
Oh, come on, Lucy. I'm only human.
You're only married.
Who told you?
Chummy has lost a black briefcase with a combo lock. Inside, there's some racing form books and a couple of winning tickets from Newmarket yesterday. Would you suss it out? See if it's been handed in?
Full of top-secret documents, is it?
Oh, give us a break. Sinner's no mug.
And your brief is to get it back before his personnel department unvet him.
That's about the size of it.
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, Matt, you are a brick.
I started this meeting being a sport. Reckon I'll quit while I'm ahead.
Who he says he is. He's been in government service for 15 years, married for 12, has 2 sons, both at prep school in Oxford. He was last positively vetted 2 years ago and has clearance all the way. Gambles out 1,000 a year on the horses and usually finishes a couple of hundred up in the game.
I'm impressed. Didn't get his collar size, did you?
15.
You're just guessing.
I know a 15 when I see one. George, were you really married?
Yep. 3 years of wedded bliss.
What happened? I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. She left a note one morning. GBH returns home at 4 from a 3-day obbo. Dear George, it said, I thought that I loved you, but I actually realise now that I hate you. Don't try to find me. Filed for divorce. But yes, it's true what they say about all coppers. Love, Rosalind, brackets. Your wife as was, in brackets.
Did you find any prefects to tell about the missing briefcase?
Yeah, sure.
George? George, don't hold out on me.
Get an early night. I want you to spend tomorrow at a travel agent's.
Why?
Oh, just suss it out. Ask a million questions, leave and go back. I want your observations on the place.
Meaning it's not just a bucket shop.
There's some people in this frame, Lucy. People whose word is less than their bond. People who would confuse a hall of distorted mirrors. Maybe they've told the truth. Maybe they haven't. But I'd like your independent opinion of it.
That man you thought you saw. It was Dugdale, wasn't it?
What? The late Clarence William? Oh, no. Good God, no. Absolutely not. It's a trick of the light. Damn like the old fool, though. But how could it have been? We buried him, didn't we?
Yes. Yes, of course. Well, then, I'll get on to Chummy right away.
Sorry I can't stay. We've got these boring people coming at 7.
Don't worry. I'll have a mate over.
Who?
Who are you to ask?
Sorry, darling. I'm a pig for rushing off.
Just a silly, overgrown kid, that's what you are.
Good for nothing, eh?
I wouldn't say that. Jules, you mustn't be late for your dinner party.
Christ, Victoria, I can't get enough of you. Christ, Victoria, I can't get enough of you.
Why are men so goddamn predictable?
Well, if they weren't, it would sure make our job more difficult.
I guess this recipe's just about ready for burning.
Who's there?
Who?
The man who was with Sinner. In the wine bar.
The man you so professionally shook off.
Yeah. Maybe it's coincidence.
Like the Yom Kippur War starting on the Day of Atonement.
Well, if he's watching us, he's a real amateur.
Listen.
Losing a briefcase isn't so important.
That's full of stuff I need for my work.
Poor Jules. What'll you do?
I've hired a private detective. Ace chap. If anyone can find it, it's him. Oh, must fly. Love you.
We can't afford to have some gumshoe mucking up this operation, Shimon.
Find out who he is.
And then?
We take appropriate action.
They've got a safe house above the travel agency. The dark-haired bird I clocked at the wine bar was at the window. She recognized me.
Her name is Rose Chenard, and she's a reserve lieutenant in the Commando Battalion on secondment to the Institute of Immigration B, commonly known as Mossad Li-Ali-Abed.
No doubt you've got Sinner's house bugged too.
Oh, no, we can't afford that. The Red Sea pedestrians sweep the place regularly in the guise of gas repairmen, etc., etc., etc. And the first sign of my department's interest, and they'll be off like Peter Pan's shadow.
He is my client. And if that excludes me from your game, then so be it.
Playing with fire, you know. And where's Miss McGinty now?
At the Hebron Travel Agency.
Doing precisely what?
She's sussing it out. I aim to get that briefcase back, if I can.
Good God in the celestial shadowbang, Bulman. These people are too hot. They've got the adrenaline going. All they want to do is to go home to Tel Aviv with a real live spy. Right inside the Forward Plans Department of the British Ministry of Defense. And they'll kill, forgive me, but they'll kill any ruddy amateur who gets in their way. George. Why can't you just do what I ask?
If they were to kill said ruddy amateur, Clarence, wouldn't that provide you with the diversion that you need? You know, to keep them oblivious to your own professional surveillance, your own control of the game.
George, I swear, I never considered it like that, never. I never intended such a bonus.
Oh, yes, you did. I take it that Lucy is perfectly safe on their territory.
Oh, yeah. They don't want to dirty their own doorstep. Besides, they want to chop you both together. And far away from their cozy little setup.
Yeah, that's what I'd worked out too.
You had?
Mm.
And I take it all back, George.
Right. It goes like this.
I really can't decide. Could you tell me about the Cyprus one again?
This is it. Authority granted to proceed to phase 2. Fairly bold statement when it involves changing a man's life. Yes?
Ja, in the dom. It's Rose.
Shalom.
His name is Bulman. George Kitchener. That klutz downstairs is his sidekick. They're on a private detective agency. Plus, he mends clocks.
Clocks?
Also, he was in Scotland Yard for about 20 years. Detective Chief Inspector.
Not such a schmuck.
The embassy stations say he's good. Has contacts.
What sort of contacts?
Oh, underworld, cops. He left the Met to have an affair with his superior's wife. People say he's a good detective. Rafe likes him.
Hell.
You think we're blown?
Put everything on hold. I need to know if anyone else is involved here.
And if it's only Bulman and the girl?
Does this Bulman have enemies
Quite a few.
who would waste him?
Yes, he has enemies. Who would waste him? 1 or 2 serious gangsters.
Motive?
Revenge.
Okay. If Bulman is in touch with any security people, we abort. If they're watching him, we abort.
And if Bulman is working alone?
We take black measures.
How'd it go?
All electronic surveillance at Bulman's premises has been lifted. All trace removed. And strict instructions to leave him and the girl completely sterile.
Well, am I risking a good man's life in a decent cause?
Oh, I'm sure you are, sir.
Indeed, Dobson. And that's what bothers me.
All this junk food can't be good for us.
Yeah. So, tell me about the travel agency.
It's a travel agency.
Didn't you notice anything dodgy about it?
Not particularly. They've got a back room and an office upstairs.
Is that it, then?
Just about. Except, of course, that the girl who was watching us when we checked out the wine bar works there.
Uh-huh. Lucy, gonna make a detective of you yet.
George, if you say that just once more...
You're still in 2 minds about our partnership.
We're a great partnership. That's not really the point.
Does that mean yes?
You going to tell me about Dugdale?
Yeah, sure. He's alive. They faked his death for reasons of arcane spookery. And he's running deeply clandestine operations from some sort of Führer's bunker in Fulham. The estate agent people have been lured by him into blackmailing Sinner to use as an agent in place.
Is Julian party to this scenario?
The man is oblivious to everything except his job, the GGs and the occasional bottle of claret.
So what role do we play in all this? Or am I not allowed to know?
Oh, yes, we're going to be killed.
I sincerely hope you're joking.
Fis consilii, expers mole, ruit sua.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The quickness of the hand deceives the eye.
This place is clean. No wires, no telephone problems, no physical surveillance.
Tell me what Our Lady in Curzon Street said.
Bulman has links, but definitely not recently. Shimon, he's working alone.
With the girl?
They're both in his flat right now.
If this is traced to us, it would be catastrophe.
Don't you trust my ability?
Sometimes I wish I was the sewage industry.
What am I doing? I don't smoke.
Trust in the Lord, girl. Trust in the Lord.
Well, what if he was lying?
Too late for that now.
I didn't mean it about leaving.
Of course you did. Break a leg.
Lucy, you can relax now. It's all over. George. George. Good God.
You have destroyed every bleeding thing that I treasured.
Those men of yours are thugs, Clarence. They really enjoyed that.
Not thugs. Vandals. Bloody Visigoths.
Okay, Clarence, you start talking.
You've got me quite worried. But my God, you did well.
Yeah, thanks to the Special Effects Department of the Ministry of Bleeding Accidents.
So one of those Mossad people is your agent?
Well, now, don't let's start guessing games. You both did.
It was the one that took the happy snaps, wasn't it, eh? That's who it was. The one that I followed all over bleeding London, that girl. A Rose by any other name.
Yes, George, yes. But I'd rather you forget about it if you would, please, George. Thank you.
What's the matter?
Something terrible's happening. The man that I hired to find the briefcase. He's been murdered.
Well, why would anyone?
Who the hell are you?
I'm the man who found your briefcase. I'm also the man who transmitted copies of the contents to my head office, where they will remain safe so long as you behave with good sense. Kindly get dressed. You too, Sergeant.
Sergeant. Well, you've got the wrong bloody man.
That was a most unfortunate end your detective came to.
Listen to it. Use threats, why don't you? Huh? Try a bribe. Come on. Should have known you couldn't possibly be interested in a puerile civil servant like me.
Julian.
Open to blackmail, chum, does not necessarily mean susceptible.
Julian, please, just listen to our proposition.
Victoria, it's been great fun. I don't regret a minute. As for you, well, you know what the mayor of Hamlin said?
Go on, Piper, do your worst. Blow your pipes until you burst. Mr. Sinner, let's sit down like civilized people and talk.
You wouldn't know how to.
I've come to know you. We like you, Julian. We are not enemies of your country.
But whatever your name is, I have access to enough files. I know the score. I also know what my refusal to play means. So, let's get on with it, shall we?
A grand gesture. Listen, Sinner, think on this. If you don't take a more relaxed view, in 70 minutes' time, you will be found dead in an automobile accident. I guarantee it.
Get on with it. Unless, of course, this is how you get your kicks.
I want you to drink an entire bottle of whiskey. If at any time you want to change your mind...
I won't.
I brought a very good malt with me. Brave man, this lover of yours. I could use someone like him.
Well, you did try.
The driver of the car, which crashed into a flyover support on the M4 early today, has been identified as an assistant secretary in the Ministry of Defence. His name was Mr. Julian Anthony Sinner. Police say the car was travelling at over 100 miles per hour when it swerved into the concrete support. The dead man had over 3 times the legal limit of alcohol in his bloodstream. This is Anthea Brown for the News at 1.
Poor man.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a quirky quotation, but I don't seem to be able to come up with one that relates to a third-rate gumshoe conniving at his client's death.
It might have happened anyway.
I could have stopped it. Bloody Dugdale. He's done it again. He picked me up like a half-crown tart, preyed upon my greed for money, flattered me, seduced me, and sent me out the pots to hawk the tatters of my ethics on behalf of the Ministry of Bleeding Accidents. And now a man's dead.
And now we're dead. It's in the papers.
Not getting cynical, are you?
These things happen. That's the world we've chosen.
Yeah, well, maybe I've had it up to here. And look at that. Just look at that. They even put a slug through that.
George, I've been doing some thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I love being a private detective. You know that. I think we should set our sights really high. Industrial espionage, big international companies, that sort of thing. China was lots of fun. We should travel.
I betrayed him. Julian Anthony Sinner.
Maybe a law degree's the answer. Use my half of our nest egg to pay my way through college, and then we could get an office in the city. We could move to New York.
See, the thing about detection is it's about the solving of crime, and that's where we went wrong. Where I went wrong.
You're just not listening. You never listen. What I'm saying is, I'm going to have a crack at it. Manchester's offered me a place.
Integrity is not a bleeding commodity.
I'll be in Manchester. And just as soon as you get your act together, give me a call, eh?
Yeah, well, maybe you would do better on your own.
Don't start talking sense, George. Not at your age. Wish me luck.
Yeah.